Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 final week is on the air. Today's date is September 28, 99. We are at 3Com Park for a National League West matchup between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants. The Dodgers come to this game a record of 75-81. The Giants 81-75. Let's take a look at the standings as of today's date. The New York Yankees in the American League East, their magic number is 3. A win tonight, and they will get closer. The Yankees cannot clinch the division tonight. The Red Sox still hoping they can catch up there. American League Central, the Cleveland Indians have already clinched that division. The Chicago White Sox, a win tonight will give them 81 wins. And since they only played 161 games, a win by the White Sox in 10-minute ticker will put them in the postseason. The American League West, the Oakland Athletics only have a 1-game lead on the Texas Rangers. That division's going to go down to the wire. National League East, the Atlanta Braves magic number is 1. A win tonight by them or a loss by the Mets, the Braves will clinch the National League East. In the National League Central, the Houston Astros, they have clinched the division and home field throughout. The World Series will go through the Astrodome. The Pittsburgh Pirates are already in. National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks magic number is 1. A win by the Diamondbacks or a loss by the Giants, the Diamondbacks are in. The Giants, however, at 81-75, a win tonight will put them in the postseason, absolutely. Their chances of catching the Pirates, however, the Pirates at 86-75. The Pirates at this moment, their magic number is 2 to clinch the 5 seed. The Mets, their magic number is 5 to clinch the 4 seed. So still pretty much time left to see what anybody can do here. So that is what the standings look like tonight as we get ready for a big game here at 3Com Park. Ben Witt, 6SG2, and Ernest Ruse are first to join us here at 3Com Park. And Clee Baseball fan. The Dodgers historically won this game 6-3. They had 12 hits and an error. The Giants had 5 hits and an error. But we'll see what Inside Pitch has to say tonight as we have a game tonight. Very simple for the Giants. Win, and they're in. Lose, the Diamondbacks will clinch the division, but the Giants still have a few more days left to get that 82nd win. And yes, the Bills will win it all. I'm not caring. The Dolphins are done. I don't care about that anymore. I'm not caring about the Dolphins for the rest of the season. I'm done with them. So, big game for the Giants tonight. Let's see what we get. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants is Joe Nathan. We've seen him before. 7 wins, 4 losses, a save, a 4.18 ERA, 54 strikeouts, and 46 walks in 99. We are at 3Com Park. In 99, this was pretty neutral. 185 home runs hit there, but adds 1 to strikeouts and add 2 to walks. So, if everybody is set and ready to go, should be a big game for the Giants. Everybody at 3Com Park, this is a full crowd. The fans here want to see the Giants clinch the postseason. A win and they're in. Should be exciting to see what happens tonight. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman Eric Young. 281 average, 2 homers, 41 RBIs in 99. We're going to use black, white, and orange dice. Giants are the home team. Dodgers using both teams actually using a pretty decent lineup. The Giants, however, they're using actually their main starter. So this is not a spoiler game. You would think it would be, but the Dodgers really have most of their main players in there, minus a couple. So let's see what happens tonight. Let's play some baseball. Nathan, 6'4", against the righty. Strikeout, 15 is high. Young, 3-5. It's a ground ball to first. And that will be handled by JT Snow, and that's out number 1. Next batter is the shortstop, Alex Cora. Now, he's a call-up. Only a 167 average and 3 RBIs in 99. Of course, future manager with the Boston Red Sox, and World Series title with the Astros. Nathan, 5'6", strikeout plus. He'll get Cora. First strikeout for Nathan, 2 down. Doug Hunt joins us here at 3Com Park. Next batter is the left fielder, Gary Sheffield. Put him in the Hall of Fame. 301 average, 34 homers, 101 RBIs. Sheffield should be a Hall of Famer. And if they ever put him in, he'll go in as a Marlin. First Marlin. Nathan, 5'6", strikeout plus, and he will get Sheffield. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Nathan. 3 up and 3 down for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight is Chan-Ho Park. I think this is the first time I've had him on the board. 13 wins, 11 losses, a 5.23 ERA in 99, 174 strikeouts, 96 walks. Leading off for the Giants, center fielder Marvin Bernard, 290 average, 16 homers, 64 RBIs that year. Park will pitch. Park, 6'4", error on a throw. Bernard, 5'6", and that's going to be an infield single to short. That's picked up by Cora. Cora's going to hold on to the ball. He has no error rating, and Bernard will be safe at first with an infield single. So infield single for Bernard. Infield set for double play. Here's the third baseman, Bill Miller, 290 average, 2 homers, 36 RBIs that season. Bernard had 27 steals, and he will not get one here. Miller does get the hit and run, and that's not a bad idea. Park, 3-3, range play at the park. Hit and run is on. 3Com, 1-1. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Cora. Cora's range is a 2, and he's got it. There's no way they're going to get Bernard. Bernard's base running rating is a 7. I don't think they're going to get him, but let's see here. 2-1, and when you try a hit and run, you actually subtract 2. There's no way they're going to get him. The throw goes to first automatically. Bernard will reach second base. Nice play by Cora as the hit and run is on, and the runner moves into second. There was no way they were going to get that. But there is 1 out. And that will bring up the left fielder, Bonds, Barry Bonds. Put him in the friggin' Hall of Fame already. 262 average, 34 bombs, 83 RBIs in 99. He only played 102 games, though, for the Giants. Strategy role for Bernard. He'll stay put. Park, 1-3. That's pretty simple because a 1-3 against a lefty is a straight home run result. Bonds is a lefty, and I really don't need to go any higher than that. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep, and that ball is gone. Home run, Barry Bonds. Stadium cheers. Yay! And that's a quick 2-0 lead for the Giants as Barry Bonds just blasts one into the pretty much maybe in the upper deck of 3Com Park. And already 2-0 in favor of the Giants. Next batter is the second baseman, Jeff Kent. I put him in the Hall of Very Good. 290 average, 23 homers, 101 RBIs in 99. Some people think Hall of Fame. Park, 6'5", that's at the park. 3Com, 3-3. That's a line drive right back to Park. He'll put the glove up to save his face. Pow! And that's out number 2. Line out to the pitcher. And now the right fielder, Ellis Burks. 282 average, 31 homers, 96 RBIs that year. Park will deal. Park, 2-3 against a righty. Strikeout, no. Burks, 5-5. That's a line drive to third, but that'll be gloved by Adrian Beltre. And that will retire the side. 2 runs on 2 hits. A 2-run bomb by, well, who else? 2-0 Giants after 1. One day when my daughter was living out in California, I actually went to go see a game between the San Francisco Giants and the Oakland Athletics at that time, Network Associates Coliseum. I did get to watch Barry Bonds hit a home run in that game. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Dodgers, the first baseman, Eric Karros, 304 average, 34 homers, 112 RBIs that season. Nathan, 5'4", that's a walk plus. It'll be ball 4. He'll walk Karros. That'll be the first walk given up by Nathan. Here's the right fielder, Raul Mondesi, 253 average, 33 homers, 99 RBIs. Infield, a double play depth. Karros had 8 steals, and he will get the steal sign, but he's not going to go. Nathan, 5'5", range play. Mondesi, 3-1 against the righty. It's a grounder to second base. It's a range play for Kent. His range is a 3, but a double play depth, it's a 2. Nope, that'll be a base hit. Karros is not very fast. They'll hold at second base, and that will be a single past second. So Mondesi gets a hit. And now the Dodgers got something going on here in the top of the second. And here's the center fielder, Devon White, 268 average, 14 homers, 68 RBIs in that season. So now Nathan in trouble here in the top of the second. Strategy roll and nothing on the 9. Nathan will deal. 1-4. Home run result. The 12 is high. White, 6'6", but he'll smack a double into center field. That'll bring home Karros. Double to center. Mondesi, good speed. Double to center, 3-3. And let's see, 3-3. Advances with 2 outs. If it's at the center, advances of his base running rating as a 3 or higher. Mondesi's is a 5. He will come in to score. We're tied at 2. Stadium groans. Devon White gets a 2 RBI double, and we're tied. Just like that. So Devon White gets a couple of RBIs. Now we're tied at 2. Still no one out in the top of the second. Here's the catcher, Todd Hundley, 207 average, 24 homers, 55 RBIs. Dodgers now tied this game up. Strategy roll, nothing on the 9. Nathan, 5'4", that's a walk plus, and they'll walk Hundley. So now Nathan having some serious trouble in this inning. And here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, Hall of Famer. Well, he's got 3,000 hits. I think it speaks for itself. 275 average, 15 homers, 67 RBIs that year. Infield back to double play, and nothing on the 12. Nathan, 1-5, it's a blank. Beltre, 1-2, grounder to second base. Let's see if they turn it. 1, 2, 3. Shortstop pivot, Aurelia, -1 is a 2. They won't get it. The throw will go to first, and the runners will advance, and that is out number 1. So the runners advance on the ground out to second, and that will bring up the pitcher, Chan-Ho Park, a 153 average, 6 RBIs that year. Infield will play in. With 1 out, I'll use the original infield in rules. No outs, I like using the chart. Nathan will go ahead, strategy roll, and nothing on the 6. Nathan will pitch. 3-1, that's an automatic out, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field, and that'll be gloved by Bernard. That is out number 2. Chan-Ho Park has a sacrifice fly rating of 8, which tells me he had a lot of them when he hit a fly ball. I don't need to go any further than that. That's automatically going to bring Devon White in. Nothing doesn't matter. 1-8, you can't beat that. You can't really roll under it. Hundley's base running rating is a 1, but hit to center field, it would be a -1 automatically under the original rules. He's going to stay at second base, but the Dodgers have a 3-2 lead. So he will get the sacrifice fly and bring in the run. Hundley will stay at second. And now the batter is Young. Young is 0 for 1. But now 2 outs in the top of the second. Dodgers a 3-2 lead. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. Nathan, 1-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Young, 6-3. Grounder to second. That'll be taken care of by Kent. And he'll throw it over and retire the side. 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, and a sacrifice fly. The Dodgers take a 3-2 lead now going into the bottom of the second. Cutter Historical joins us here at 3Com Park. See, Nathan can pitch at 25 and Park can go 27. Leading off for the Giants, the first baseman, JT Snow, 274 average, 24 homers, 98 RBI. Always felt Snow was definitely a very steady player. Park, 4-6, error on a grounder. Snow, 2-4. Nope, that's a fly ball to center. And that'll be handled by White. And that is the first out. Next up, the shortstop, Rich Aurelia, 281 average, 22 homers, 80 RBIs that season. Park, a 4-3 against the righties. Strikeout plus, he'll get Aurelia. And that is the first strikeout for Park, 2 down. Here's the catcher, Doug Mirabelli, 253 average, a homer, 10 RBIs in 99. Didn't get many starts for the Giants that year. Park, 1-1, walk plus, ball 4. He'll walk Mirabelli. And that is the first walk given up by Park. And now we'll see the pitcher, Joe Nathan. He can hit 179 average and an RBI. 179 is not bad for pitchers back in that day. Kind of like JT Snow is kind of like Will Clark, but more strikeouts. Yes, I agree. Mirabelli on at first. I'm pretty sure he'll stay there, and he will. Park, 1-4. That's a walk plus, and he will walk Nathan. Nathan becomes a 17 plus 2 is a 19. That is a 19, and he walked the pitcher. So now he walks Park. Second walk in a row, and here's Bernard. Bernard got a single his first time up and scored a run. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Dodgers lead 3-2. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Giants, a win tonight. They're in the postseason. Dodgers is trying to spoil their fun. Park, 4-6. Error on a grounder. Bernard, 1-4. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is at the Cora. But Cora's error rating is a 0. He's not going to make an error. What he is going to do is going to get it, throw to second to get Nathan, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except a couple of walks. 3-2 Dodgers after 2. Wonder where John Whitefield was in final pairing in the golf. Oh, yeah. John Wise just celebrated a birthday, I think, didn't he? I think he just celebrated a birthday. Last I checked. We go to the third. And it will be Alex Cora leading off for the Dodgers. He's 0-1. Future champion manager with the Red Sox. Nathan, 3-6. That's a pitcher result. That 12 is going to be too high. Cora, 5-6. He powers one into right. That's a 5. It's going to be a base hit. Cora will get a single. So Nathan having a rough game so far after a good first. Next up is Sheffield. Chef is 0-1. Infield double play. Cora not doing anything, and he won't. Nathan, 3-4 against the righty. It's blank. Sheffield, 3-4. Line drive to short. That's out number 1. And Cora will get back. On the 18, he will get back. No double play, so out number 1. Line drive to short, but Cora stays right where he is. And now here's Karros. Karros walked his first time up. Strategy roll, even though there's really nothing happening, but still I always roll it. Nathan, 3-1. That's an automatic out, and that's going to be a fly to center field. Bernard will go ahead and grab that. And that's the second out. Here's Mondesi. Mondesi got a single his first time up. Anything on Strat? The answer is no. Nathan, 5-5, range play. Mondesi, 3-6. It's a fly ball to left field. Barry Bonds going after that. His range is a 3. And he's got it. Side retired. Fly ball to left, but Bonds will make the catch. No runs and a hit. We go to the bottom of the third. Good inning for Nathan after the last one. Bill Miller leads off for the SFG. He's 0 for 1. Dodgers lead 3-2. A Giants win. They're in the postseason. A Giants loss. The Diamondbacks clinch the National League West. Park, 3-1 against the switch left. It's blank. Miller, 5-4, popped out to second. And Young is going to make that catch for out number 1. Next up is Bonds. Bonds got a bomb his first time up. Barry Bonds has hit a number about, I don't know, he's made maybe 2 or 3 home runs this season when I've had him on the board. Bonds, all he does is crush a lot. Park, 3-4, strikeout. He'll get Bonds there this time. And that is the second strikeout for Park. And now Kent. Kent is 0 for 1. Park, a 1-1. That's a walk plus. That'll be ball 4. And Kent will trot to first. That is the third walk given up by Park. It'll allow Burks a chance. Burks is 0 for 1. Kent had 13 steals. I doubt he's going to go anywhere, and he will not. Park, 1-3 against the righty. Strikeout will miss, though. Burks, 2-5, and a fly ball to center. Easy play for Devon White. And he'll get to it and retire the side. Nothing across except the walk. 3-2 Dodgers after 3. Dodgers are trying to spoil the fun. Dodgers are already eliminated. They have 81 losses. They are out. Top of the 4th. And it will be Devon White leading off for the Dodgers. He got a double his first time up. Nathan, 1-4. Home run result. That's a 7. That's gone. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Devon White. He had 14 of them, so he was very capable of hitting one out. Stadium groans. Now a 4-2 Dodger lead as Devon White slams one out. Another bad pitch by Nathan. The next batter is Hundley. Hundley walked his first time up. Nathan will pitch. Nathan, 4-1, error on a grounder. Hundley, 6-5, against the righty. It's a ground ball to second base. And that ball is hit to Kent. His error rating is a 5. That's a 13. He won't make an error. Kent will go ahead and toss it over for the out. One down for Beltre. Beltre is 0 for 1. Nathan will deal. Nathan, 3-6. Pitcher result, 20 is high. Beltre, 2-5. Grounded to second again. Another easy play for Kent. And that's the second out. They'll throw it over to first. And the next batter is Park. Park sacrificed flied his first time up. 2 men down. Top of the 4th, 4-2 Dodgers. Dodgers historically won this game 6-3. Nathan, 2-2 against the righty. It's blank. Park, a 2-3, and he flies one out to center for the second time in a row. Only this time, there's nobody on base. And that'll be caught by Bernard. And that will retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Devon White. And it's now 4-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. JT Snow leads off. He's 0 for 1. Fans here at 3Com Park hoping the Giants clinch a playoff berth tonight. But the Dodgers are saying not so fast. Park, 5-1. Pitcher result, 14. No, that's a blank. Snow, 2-1. Ground out to second base. Easy play for Eric Young. And he'll toss it over, 1 down. Here's Aurelia. Aurelia's 0 for 1. Where's Vida Productions? I expected him to be at this game, usually. I know he wanted to see the Giants. Park, 6-5. That's at the park. 3Com, 4-3. That's a home run to the pull side against the righty. Aurelia needs a 12. That is a 12, and it's just going to clear the wall. Kaboom! That ball is high, deep, gone. Home run, Rich Aurelia. Stadium cheers. Yay! The Giants will get one back. A solo bomb by Aurelia cleared the wall by just a few feet. And now 4-3. And then that next batter is Mirabelli. Mirabelli walked his first time up. Still 1 out, bottom of the 4th, so the Giants get it back. Park will deal. Park, 5-4 against the righty. It's blank. Mirabelli, 5-6, and it's flied to right field. It'll be Mondesi to track that down. And that is out number 2. Here's Nathan. Nathan walked his first time up. He will bat. Park will pitch. Park, 2-4. Wild pitch. It's a blank. Nathan, 3-1. Base hit. Nathan hits one past second base. Nathan will go ahead and get a base hit. DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Base hit for Nathan. Second time he's been on base today. It'll bring up Bernard. Bernard 1 for 2 with a single. Nathan not doing anything. Still roll a strat. And he's not doing anything. Park will go ahead and deal. Park, 1-5. Strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Inning over. And that is going to be the 3rd strikeout for Park. 1 run on 2 hits. It's now 4-3 after 4. Giants need the game. Dodgers don't, as their season is done. We go to the top of the 5th. And it will be Eric Young leading off for LAD. He's 0 for 2. Fans here at 3Com Park. Nathan will pitch. Hoping for a good one here. 5-1. Range play at the park. 3Com. 5-6. It's a fly ball to left field. Barry Bonds has got to go to get that one. His range is a 3. He won't get it. And that's going to be a double into left. Eric Young slaps a double into left field. Young will wind up at second base. That was over Bonds' head. There was no way he was getting to that. It'll now bring up Cora. Cora 1 for 2 with a single. Young on at second. Strategy. Nothing on the 18. Young stays where he is. Nathan. A 2-3. Possible error. Cora. 3-5. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Aurelia. His error rating is an 11. That's a 4. That's an error. Aurelia's going to misplay it and probably bounce away from him. And everyone is safe. That's going to be an E6. First error on the Giants. They did have one in the game historically. And so now runners to the corners. And now here's Sheffield. Sheffield's 0 for 2. Infield is going to play in. They do not want the Dodgers to get any more runs. They're going to play in here. And with nobody out, I will use the infield in chart. Strategy roll. And nothing happening there. Nathan will pitch. Nathan, 4-2. Walk. Ball 4. The base is loaded. Bases are juiced. And now the batter is Eric Karros. We've had 7 grand slams this season. Infield still playing in. Now trying to turn a double play. Or are they going to play maybe double play back? You know what? He does into a lot of double plays. They're actually going to play double play back instead. They'll surrender the run, but try to turn the two. A better chance of doing that, I think. Well, actually, no. They'll still keep it in. Screw it. I've had 7 grand slams this year. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Nathan will go ahead and pitch. Nathan, 2-1 against a righty. It's a blank. Karos, 4-1, and he smacks one into left field, and that's going to bring in at least 2. That's a double to left. Young will score. Cora will score. Double to left for Sheffield, and 5-3, double to left, and he holds. If it's 0, -1, -2, left fielder for the Giants is Bonds. It is a 0. Sheffield will hold at third. Karros holds at second, but the Dodgers have a 6-3 lead. Stadium groans. 2 RBI double by Karros. And the next batter is Mondesi, and that will be it for Nathan. So Nathan will come out of the game. That'll be enough. And right now, the Dodgers, we are at the historical score of the game right now. And now runners at second and third and no one out. And we'll see a new pitcher for the Giants. And they're going to go with, let's see, it's a 5th inning. So would I bring in one of somebody? Yeah, they probably would. Coming on to pitch for the Giants is going to be Miguel Del Toro. No wins, no losses, no saves, a 4.18 ERA, more of a long reliever. So Del Toro will come in to pitch. He can pitch to 7 of them. But that is it for Nathan. Not a good night for him. And now runners at second and third. The infield will still play in. And Mondesi, the batter, he is 1 for 2. Dodgers 6, Giants 3. A Giants loss, the Diamondbacks clinch the division. Strategy rolls are still on. Nothing on the 17. Del Toro will pitch. Del Toro, 2-2. Range play. Mondesi, 6-1. Pop fly ball to third. That's going to be in foul territory. Third baseman Miller, his range is a 4, and he will make the catch. It's out number 1. He will make the catch on that. And that is out number 1, a pop fly ball to third, 1 down. His range is a 4. Actually was a 2 with the infield in, but pop fly balls. He still makes it. Here's White. White is 2 for 2, a double and a bomb. Infield staying in. Strategy roll for Del Toro. He'll stay pitch normally. Del Toro will deal. Del Toro, 1-5. That's at the park. 3 calm. 2-5, and that is a fly ball to center field. That's going to be caught by Bernard for out number 2. Devon White, sacrifice fly of 1. Hit to center, +2 is a 3. It will bring in Sheffield. Sheffield will come in to score. Does Karros take third? 5-3, and he hold of 0, -1, -2. Center field Bernard is a +1. Karros is going to third. There are 2 outs, but now it's 7-3 Dodgers. Stadium groans. So sacrifice fly by White. And now 7-3. And the batter now is Hundley. Hundley 0 for 1 with a walk. Runner on third, infield back now. 7-3 Dodgers. Strategy rolls are still on. Del Toro, nothing happening. Del Toro, 5-6. Hit by pitch. No. Hundley, a 3-6, and it's a fly to left. But that'll be caught by Bonds. And he'll make the catch, and he will retire the side. Retire the side. 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 error, and a sacrifice fly. 7-3 going in the bottom of the fifth. Channel Park now has a 4-run lead to work with here. Bill Miller leads off for the Giants. He's 0 for 2. Park will pitch. Park, 4-3 against the switch left. It's blank. Miller, 3-5 against the righty. Miller will lead off with a double into center field. That'll split the gap, roll all the way to the wall. Maybe the Giants can get some of these runs back. Leadoff double from Miller. Here's Bonds. Bonds 1 for 2 with a bomb. 7-3 Dodgers. Strategy roll still happening. Nothing on the 9. Park will pitch to Bonds. Park, 4-3 against the lefty. It's a blank. Bonds, 4-1. Flies one out to center field. And Devon White will get to it. That's out number 1. Does Miller take third? Would he try? Yeah. He'll try. 2-6, and he'll hold. So now 1 out. Here's Kent. Kent is 0 for 1 with a walk. Still 1 out here. Bottom of the fifth. 7-3 Dodgers. Nothing on the strategy. Park will pitch. Park, 4-6. Error on a grounder. Kent, 6-6. And against the righty, that's, oh boy, that is not an error. That's a slow hit ball to second base. That's picked up by Young. Kent's base running rating is a 3. The throw to first, and they won't get him. It'll be an infield hit. Miller will get to third. It's a speed check. And the runners will move up. Infield single for Kent. And now Burke's coming in. He's got a chance to make this game interesting. Miller on it third. Kent on it first. 1 out. Bottom of the fifth. Infield's going to play double play depth. Park will settle in and pitch. Park, that is a 1. Kent he gets the steal sign, but you're not doing that. Not when you're down 4 runs. Park will pitch. Park, 1-2 against the righty. Strikeout and got him. He gets Burks. Called strike 3. 4th strikeout for Park. Burks goes down on strikes. A good pitch by Park. Pretty much over the black. And now 2 down, and here comes Snow. Park will pitch to Snow. Snow is 0 for 2. Anything on the strategy? No. Park will pitch to Snow. Park, 4-3 against the lefty. It's a blank. Snow, 6-6. And it's a fly ball to right field. And Mondesi's going to get over there. He's going to make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits. And it stays 7-3 after 5. We go to the 6th inning. Adrian Beltre leads off for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 2. Del Toro is going to pitch. He'll pitch the 6th. 7-3 Dodgers. Giants a win here. They're in the playoffs. They lose. The Diamondbacks are the division title. Del Toro, 5-3. Strikeout. Called strike 3 on Beltre. And he'll get him on a strikeout. That is the 3rd K for, that's actually not the 3rd K. It's the first strikeout for Del Toro. He had 20 strikeouts and 11 walks in 99. He did only have 14 relief appearances, though. Next batter is Park. Park can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. They're going to let him pitch. They're going to let him hit. You got a 4-run lead. You'd like to get 1 more inning out of Park. This is 1999, not 2025. Del Toro, 4-5, strikeout. He'll get him. And that'll be a 2nd strikeout for Del Toro. And 2 down. Here's Young. Young, 1 for 3 with a double. David Vega joins us here at 3Com Park. Del Toro will pitch. Del Toro, 1-4, possible error. Young, 2-5. That's a fly ball to center field. Going after that is Marvin Bernard. His error rating is a 3. That's a 20. He'll make the catch and the side is retired. Nice job by Del Toro as he keeps it where it is. 7-3 Dodgers now going to the bottom of the 6th. This will probably be Chan-Ho Park's last inning. Rich Aurelia leads off for the Giants. He hit a bomb his last time up. He is 1 for 2. Giants victory, they're in the playoffs. A loss, they still got many games left to try to get that 82nd win. But the Diamondbacks will win the division. Park, 1-1, walk plus, ball 4. He'll walk Aurelia. And that'll be the leadoff batter for the Giants. Here's Mirabelli. Mirabelli will bat. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls are still on. And nothing on the 7. Aurelia will stay where he is. Park, 4-5. That's a blank. Not tired. Mirabelli, 2-6. A base hit past short. Now the Giants have runners at first and second. Aurelia will not go to third. He'll stay put. On the single pass short, once again, the Giants got men on. Del Toro's the next batter. We'll see a pinch hitter for the Giants here. And coming on to pinch hit will be Brent Maine. 301 average, 2 homers, 39 RBIs in 99. Brent Maine was a catcher, but he's going to pinch hit here in a situation they really need him to do so. Nobody out, bottom of the 6th, 7-3 Dodgers. Chan-Ho Park will be tired after Maine, though. Strategy roll. That is a 2, nothing happening. Park will pitch. Park, 3-2, hit by pitch. Plunk, ouch. The bases are loaded. Park hits Maine, and now the bases are loaded. And that is that the second hit batter? Is that the second hit batter of the game or the first? I'm going to say, I don't think so. I think that's the first. First hit batter of the game. And now the bases are loaded for Marvin Bernard, and that's going to be it for Park. He is now tired. We'll see a new pitcher for the Dodgers. We've had 7 grand slams this season. Do we get 8? Find out. Bernard will bat, and we need a pitcher here for the Giants. I'm sorry, for the Dodgers, and I think they're going to go with a lefty here. Coming on to pitch for the Dodgers is going to be Pedro Borbon. 4 wins, 3 losses, a save, a 4.09 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 28 walks in 99. So Bourbon coming in. Park at the moment has left with a W. Infield is going to play back at double play depth. Aurelia on at third, Mirabelli on at second, Maine on at first. Yeah, I know there, Ben, but the thing about it is I do have another catcher ready for the Giants. Remember, this is September call-ups. Scott Service is available for a catcher in case there's an issue. This is September call-ups. If this wasn't September, I would not have used them. I would have went somewhere else. Bourbon will go ahead. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Bourbon will pitch. Bourbon, 2-2. Against the lefty, it's an automatic out. That's a 20. It's going to be a fly ball to right field. That's out number 1. Bernard, a sacrifice fly of 0. Hit the right, you add 1. So a 1 will not bring in Aurelia. Now we'll see if Aurelia will score on his own. So let's see what we got here. That is a 5-2. And he holds if it's +1, 0. He holds if it's +1 to -2 in right field. And right fielder is Mondesi. He's a -2. Aurelia stays put. They do not get the run. 1 down, not deep enough. And now the batter is Miller. Really on at third. Bases are still loaded. Now 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers lead 7-3. Strategy. Nothing on the 5. Bourbon can't pitch to only 3 batters, by the way. Bourbon will set up and he will pitch. Bourbon, 4-3. That's an automatic out, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field this time. And that's going to be caught by White for out number 2. Sacrifice fly of 1, hit the center, +2 is a 3, and he'll bring in Aurelia. So Aurelia will score. Mirabelli, does he try to take third? Let's see if he does. And that is a 4-3, and he will 4-3, advances if it's hit the center or right. It was hit the center field. Mirabelli will go to third, but it's now 7-4. So it is a sacrifice fly for Miller, which will bring in the run. Maine stays, of course, at first. And now runners at the corners with 2 outs. And now here comes Bonds. Bonds is 1 for 3. He is 1 for 3. Bourbon's going to pitch. It really doesn't matter what pitcher's on the mound against Bonds. It really doesn't matter. Bonds with a swing of the bat can tie this up. Bourbon sets up against Bonds. Fans here at 3Com Park hoping Barry goes ahead and deposits another one in the stands. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Bourbon will set it up and he will pitch. Bourbon, 5-6, wild pitch. Yes, it'll bring in a run. Mirabelli will come in to score. Maine goes to second. Now Bonds gets this. It's now 7-5. Now Bonds gets the swing. Bonds, 6-4. It's a base hit to center field for Bonds. Will that score Maine? Single to center, 2-1. I believe the answer on that is going to be a yes. And yes, Maine will come around. He will score. Bonds gets a chance to go to second base. That's a 4. The 1 is going to be good. Bonds will get to second. It's a double. It's 7-6. Stadium cheers. Yay! So a wild pitch brings in Mirabelli. The double by Bonds will bring in Maine. And that is 2 RBIs for doubles. It's now 7-6. And with 2 outs, here's Kent, and that'll be it for Bourbon. So Bourbon couldn't really do the job. He gave up the double. We'll see a new batter against a new pitcher against Kent. And they're going to go with Alan Mills. 3 wins, 4 losses, no saves, a 3.73 ERA. So in 99, 49 strikeouts, 39 walks. So now Bonds on at second. Now a 7-6 ball game. Kent is 1 for 2, singled and walked. Mills can pitch to 5. And Mills will pitch. Strategy roll. Bonds stays put. Mills with the deal. 3-1. That's at the park. 3Com. 4-3. And, well, let's see. 4-3 is a nice home run to the pull side. Against the righty, Kent needs an 11. That's a 1. As usual, no lead is safe, an inside pitch. Kaboom! That ball is high! That ball is deep! That ball is gone! Home run, Jeff Kent! The Giants take the lead! Stadium cheers! Yay! A 4-3 is a home run to the pull side against the righty. Kent needs an 11. That's a 1. That ball was absolutely obliterated. Giants take an 8-7 lead. Game of the year candidate, absolutely. Giants lead 8-7 here in the bottom of the 6th. And now the batter is Burks. Mills will stay out. Burks is 0 for 3. And the fans here at 3Com Park cannot believe it. Now an 8-7 Giants lead. Mills will go ahead and pitch. Mills, 2-3, wild pitch. It's a blank. Burks, 1-1. Burks keeps it going. That's a double to right. Giants aren't done yet. Burks will get a double. He'll get to second base and stay there. And now here's Snow. Snow is 0 for 3. Strategy roll. And that's a 20. Mills fires to second to try to get Burks. And Burks will get back. Now Mills will pitch to Snow. Mills, 4-6, error on a throw. Snow, 4-2. That's a fly ball to center field. There won't be a throwing error. What that is going to be an out. And Devon White's going to get to it. He'll make the catch. And he will retire the side. 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 sacrifice fly, and a hit batter. 8-7 after 6. On to the 7th inning. Alex Cora leads off for the Dodgers, but I don't think he's going to bat. And the Giants need a pitcher. And they got 2. Giants are going to bring on a righty here. Coming on to pitch for the Giants is going to be John Johnstone. 4 wins, 6 losses, 3 saves, 2.60 ERA in 99, 56 strikeouts, 15 walks. So Nathan, believe it or not, has the W at this minute. Park lost the W, and now Bourbon has the L at the moment. And Johnstone will come in to pitch, and he can pitch 2-4. So John Johnstone will come up to pitch for the Giants here in the top of the 7th. Cora coming out of the game, and we'll see a new shortstop for the Dodgers, and it will be Jose Vizcaino. 252 average, a homer, 29 RBIs in 99. He will take over at short. So that will be it for Cora. As now the Dodgers will start bringing in some of their main starters here, since this is a spoiler game for them. And he is a 3.90. So Vizcaino will now take over at short, and he will bat. 8-7 Giants. Johnstone. 4-3. That's an automatic out, and that's going to be flied to right field. Easy play for Ellis Burks, and that's out number 1. Next up is Chef. Chef is 0 for 2 with a walk. Dealed by Johnstone. Johnstone, 5-1. Well, it was a lead for the Giants. It was a lead, but not anymore. 5-1, home run result. Against the righty, Sheffield needs a 16. That's a 9. Kaboom! That ball is hit pretty high. That ball is hit pretty deep. That ball is hit pretty gone. Home run, Gary Sheffield. Game is tied. Stadium groans. A 5-1 is a straight home run result. Sheffield needed a 16. That's a 9. We're tied at 8. No lead is safe when you play inside pitch. Here's Karros. Karros 1 for 2 with a double and a walk as Johnstone gives up the bomb. Now we're tied at 8 here. Dodgers not making it easy for the Giants to go to the playoffs. Johnstone, 3-4, strikeout plus. He will get Karros on that, and that is the second out. So 2 down, and here's Mondesi. Mondesi 1 for 3 with a single. Tied at 8. Top of the 7th here. Johnstone will pitch. Johnstone, 2-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Mondesi, 2-6. Mondesi keeps it going. That's going to be a base hit past third. So a single from Mondesi And now with a runner with the go-ahead run at first base, the next batter is White. Johnstone is tired, but they're going to let him pitch. He's due to bat third in the inning. So Mondesi on at first. He had 36 steals. And that is a 6. He gets the steal sign, and you know what? Why not? 16 plus 1 is 17. Mirabelli minus 1 is a 16, and he is safe. Mondesi will steal second base on the play, and that's not a bad idea. Now Mondesi at second with 2 outs, and he will stay there. He actually does get the steal sign to go to third, but Mondesi says, no, I'm happy here. Devon, go ahead and bring me in. Johnstone, 6-4, strikeout, got him, and the inning is over. Johnstone will strike out White, but 1 run on 2 hits and a stolen base. Solo bomb by Gary Sheffield. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next game for tomorrow night will be decided upon, of course, the conclusion of the ticker with the help of you guys in the chat. We'll find out what game we're going to play tomorrow night as we continue the final week. Dodgers and the Giants tied at 8, bottom of the 7th. Rich Aurelia leads off for the Giants. He is 1 for 2 with a walk and a bomb. Mills is going to pitch. He can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. Mills will stay out there. Vita Productions joins us here at 3Com Park, and boy, you have missed it. Mills, 1-2, range play. Aurelia, 3-4, ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Vizcaino. His range is a 3. Nope, that'll be a base hit. Aurelia will get on base. Go ahead, run on with a single. Vizcaino couldn't make the play. Aurelia on at first. The next batter is Mirabelli. Mirabelli will bat. Mirabelli 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Infield, a double play depth. You were at the actual Giants-Dodger game? Wow, so you went to a Giants-Dodger game, and now you got a Dodgers-Giants game here. Aurelia on at first. Infield double play. Game tied at 8. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 18. Mills will pitch to Mirabelli. Mills, 1-2. Another range play. Mirabelli, 5-3. It's a base hit to center field. It's a range play for Devon White. His range is a 2. Nope, it's going to be a base hit. Will Aurelia take third? Single to center, 3-1. Yes, he will. He'll take third base. Mirabelli coming around first. That is a 3, and he will take second on the throw. So Mirabelli will go ahead and take second. He will take it. And Mirabelli will take second on the throw. And now the Giants, runners at second and third, and nobody out. Pinch hitter coming in for Johnstone. And we'll see a pinch hitter. Dodgers taking Mills out. He's tired. That'll be it for Mills. And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen again. And the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 7th, they're going to go with Mike Maddox. 1 win, 1 loss, no saves, a 3.77 ERA in 99, 45 strikeouts, 20 walks. Infield going to play in. The Giants need a batter. And they're going to go with FP Santangelo. 260 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs in 99. So FP Santangelo will go up against Maddox. Infield is in with nobody out. I will use the chart. Maddox will go ahead and strategy roll. And nothing on the 5. Maddox can't pitch the 5, by the way. Maddox will deal. Maddox, 2-1, strikeout, got him. Big K on Santangelo, 1 out. Santangelo goes down on strikes. And now the batter is Bernard, 1 out. Now I'll use the regular infield rules, which Aurelia will not be able to score with a base running rating of 0. Maddox will go ahead. He will strategy roll it first. Nothing on the 15. Maddox will pitch. Maddox, 2-1, strikeout. Got him! He got Bernard! Another strikeout by Maddox, 2 down. And now here's Miller. Miller 1 for 4 with a double and a sacrifice fly. Aurelion at third. Mirabelli on at second. Giants trying to take the lead. Maddox saying not so fast. Fans here at 3Com Park hoping for a good hit. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Maddox will pitch. Maddox 2-5. Possible error. Miller 3-3. He powers 1 into left field. That's a 5. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a single for Bill Miller. That ball is hit to left field. Sheffield's error rating is a 5, and he will not make an error. So it's normal runner advancement. Aurelia will score. It's a single to left. Does it score Mirabelli? Mirabelli, 3-6, and there's going to be a play. Mirabelli coming around third. The throw coming home. Throw to the plate. That's a 2, and he is going to be left fielder Sheffield, a 0 arm, and that is a 2. Lead runner is safe, but Miller thrown out at second. So to show you exactly what happened, a 3-6, it goes to the play chart with the new rules. The play chart is this right here. That was a 2. And a 2 says, lead runner safe, cut off, trailing runner out. So the good news is, Mirabelli does score, but Miller is out going to second, and the inning is over. But he does get 2 runs, and it's now 10-8, favor of the Giants, but the inning is over. The Giants now take a 10-8 lead. Could the second baseman made an error on play? No, I don't think so. It only depends on where the ball was hit to. He probably could, but you're supposed to check the error where the ball was hit concerning it. There's no error. There's no drop ball error. That would have been an error on a drop. He doesn't have that for regular inside pitch. Inside pitch advanced, he will have a drop. He does have error on a drop ball, but not in this one. And I don't think I can create the ability. I mean, I could roll for a 20. If I roll, maybe it could have been, but he's out anyway. Doesn't matter. 2 runs on 3 hits, and the Giants retake the lead. It's now 10-8. We go to the 8th. Giants now 6 outs away from the playoffs. It will be Todd Hundley leading off for the Dodgers. Giants need a pitcher, and they're going to bring on a righty, I think, and it is going to be Jerry Spradlin. 3 wins, a loss, a 4.87 ERA. 54 strikeouts, 26 walks. As Spradlin is now going to come on to pitch. And right now, Johnstone, believe it or not, Johnstone right now has the W. So Johnstone has the W at this time. So top of the eighth, 10-8 Giants in a heck of a game. The Dodgers had a 7-3 lead, and then the Giants come roaring back. And Spradlin can pitch to 5. So he'll pitch to Hundley. Top of the eighth, 10-8 Giants. Spradlin will pitch. Spradlin, 1-1, strikeout. Got him, struck him out. He gets Hundley. They'll go ahead and strike out Hundley. Now the batter is Beltre. Beltre 0 for 3. Spradlin will go ahead and pitch. Spradlin, 2-4. That's at the park. 3-com. 1-5. Powered into center field. That's a 3. It's a single. Beltre will go ahead and get a base hit, and they'll get the tying run to the plate. You thought it was a general error that it could have been either. It's possible, but the error rating is on the fielder the ball was hit to, only on the pivot rating. I know what you're talking about, XSG2. He doesn't have a rule for drop balls, okay, in classic inside pitch. There is drop balls in the rare plays, but not in this one. So we're just going to leave it as the rules are for that. So Beltre on at first. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for Maddox. So Maddox coming out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit is going to be Todd Hollinsworth. 284 average, 9 homers, 32 RBIs. Hollinsworth will pinch hit against Spradlin. 1 out, top of the 8th, 10-8 Giants. Beltre on at first. Strategy rolls are still on. And nothing happening. Spradlin will deal. Spradlin, 6-2, wild pitch. No, it's a blank. Hollinsworth, 3-1, it's a fly to right. Going back for it is Burks. He'll have room. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And now here's Young. Young is 1 for 4 with a double. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Giants, 10-8. Giants win, they're in the playoffs. Dodgers come back and win this game. The Diamondbacks clinch the division. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 13th. Spradlin will pitch. Spradlin, 6-4, strikeout. No. Young, 4-6. He powers one into right field. That's a 4. It's going to be a single. Single to right. Beltre, 3-2. And let's see, advances, if runner 2-6, he's a 4, he'll make third. Beltre will advance to third on a single to right. And now here's Vizcaino, who took over for Cora. Vizcaino is 0 for 1. 2 outs here, runners at the corners. Spradlin, he will pitch to Vizcaino. 2 outs. Fans here at 3-com hoping for a big time pitch. World's worst gamer joins us here at 3-com Park. Strategy roll. Nothing for there. Spradlin will deal with Vizcaino. Fans here hoping for a big pitch. Spradlin will deal. Spradlin, 4-5. Error on a throw. Vizcaino, 4-2 against the righty. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Rich Aurelia. His error rating is an 11. That's a 14. He will not make an error. He's got it. Throws to first, side retired. Aurelia bobbled it a bit, but he made a decent play. A little high. Snow did have enough. And the inning is over. No runs. 2 hits for the Dodgers. And the Giants are 3 outs away from the playoffs. Bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Giants is Bonds. Barry Bonds. Bonds is 2 for 4, a double and a bomb. New pitcher coming in for the Dodgers. And left, right coming up. Dodgers are going to bring in the closer for this one. It's going to be Jeff Shaw. 2 wins, 4 losses, 34 saves, a 2.78 ERA. Dodgers want to keep it where it is. So Jeff Shaw will come on to pitch, and he can pitch to 4. So Jeff Shaw will pitch to Bonds. Bottom of the 8th, 10-8 Giants. Shaw will pitch. Shaw, 1-4 against the lefty. That is an automatic out, and it's a ground out to short. That'll be handled by Vizcaino, and he'll throw it over for out number 1. Next batter is Kent. Kent is 2 for 3, a single and a bomb. Shaw will deal. Shaw, 4-1, strikeout. Got him. He'll get Kent on a K, and that's 2 outs. And here comes Burks. Burks is 1 for 4 with a double. Shaw will go ahead and deal. Shaw, 6-2, strikeout. 14 just missed. Burks, a 1-1, and Burks keeps the inning going. That's a double to right. Burks will round first. He'll slide into second. That is a big insurance run out there. Burks with his second double of the game, and now a chance for Snow. Snow is 0 for 4, but you kind of think he's due. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Giants lead 10-8. Shaw on the mound to pitch for the Dodgers. Giants trying to get in the playoffs. Shaw will settle in. Strategy rolls are still on. Nothing on the 6. Burke stays at second. Shaw will deal. Shaw, 4-1, strikeout. No. Snow, 6-3. And Snow is going to come through against the righty. He smacks that one down the line, and that's going to be a double. Burks will come in to score. Snow comes into second base. It's 11-8 Giants. Stadium cheers. Yay! Big insurance run for SF. RBI double for Snow. And here's Aurelia. Shaw is tired. He says, let me just finish this inning out. Aurelia, however, has had a great night. 2 for 3, a single and a bomb. 2 outs, now 11-8 Giants. Shaw will go ahead and deal with Aurelia. Strategy rolls are off. Shaw, 5-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Aurelia, 3-5, and that is going to be a fly ball to center. That'll be handled there by White. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs. I'm sorry, 1 run. 1 run on 2 hits. And the Giants now have an 11-8 lead after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th. Leading off for the Dodgers is Gary Sheffield. Spradlin coming out. Giants will go to their closer. And that, of course, is going to be Robbie Nen. 3 wins, 8 losses, 37 saves, a 3.98 ERA, 77 strikeouts, 24 walks in 99. Spradlin actually gets a hold. So Rob Nen will pitch to Sheffield, Karros, and Mondesi here in the top of the 9th. 11-8 Giants, top of the 9th inning. Giants 3 outs away from the playoffs. A win here, they'll have 82 wins, and they will clinch a playoff spot. Nen will pitch. Nen, 4-2, that's at the park. 3 calm, 3-3, and a line drive hit right to Nen, puts up the glove, pow, 1 out. Right into the glove of Nen, 1 away. And now here's Karros. Karros is 1 for 3, a double and a walk. Nen can pitch to 4 batters. Robbie Nen, he'll go ahead and deal with Karros. Fans hope that the fans here at 3Com are on their feet. Nen, 5-1 against a righty. Strikeout plus 10. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the last chance for the Dodgers is Raul Mondesi. He is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. 2 men out. There's not a single Giant fan sitting down at 3Com Park. Robbie Nen, job to get 1 more out and to send the Giants to the playoffs. Nen gets the sign from Mirabelli. Nen looks in. Are the Giants going to the postseason? Nen, 5-6 against the righty. Strikeout plus. Swing and a miss. Right out. That's your game. Giants will beat the Dodgers tonight. 11-8. They are in the postseason. Stadium cheers. Yay! The Dodgers had a 7-3 lead, and then the Giants go ahead and erupt for 8 runs with the Dodgers. Come on back. Back and forth the game goes, but the Giants with an 11-8 win are in the playoffs. At this moment, they are the 6th seed, and that's probably where they're going to wind up. And the way things are going, the Giants will be going to Pittsburgh unless the Pirates can catch the Mets for the 4 seed. Final line score coming up. For the Giants, 11 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. For the Dodgers, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is John Johnstone. He's going to wind up with the win. Pedro Borbon takes the loss. Jerry Spradlin will get a hold. Robbie Nen is going to get the save. So a big-time victory for the Giants. They are in the playoffs no matter what. If the Diamondbacks win in 10-minute ticker, however, the Diamondbacks still win the division. And let's see how the ticker's going to go, because that is next. Good ball game. You got to love the final week. You got to love the final week. You never know how it's going to go. That's why I like doing the final week as I do it. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Giants will beat the Dodgers 11-8. The Giants are in the playoffs. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. We'll first do the games that really don't matter. Cleveland and Kansas City. Indians 1963, and that is 11. Royals 14-31, and that is 5. That's a win for the Indians. Detroit at Minnesota Tigers 645, that is 5. Twins 1045, that is 6, a win for the Twins. Toronto at Tampa Bay. Toronto 1336, that is 6. Devil Rays 824, that is 3, a win for the Blue Jays. Reds and the Astros. Reds, let's see, Reds 664, that is 8. Astros 512, that is 0, and that game belongs to the Reds. Marlins and the Expos. Marlins 526, that is 3. Expos 1042, that is 5, and that is a win for the Spos. Cubs and the Phillies. Cubs 1022, that's 3. Phillies 1444, that is 6, a win for the Phillies. Now let's do the games that do matter. Oakland at Anaheim. The Athletics have a 1-game lead on the Rangers in the American League West. Athletics 9-11, that's not good. That is 0. That is actually, no, I'm sorry, 10-11. 10-11, that's still 0. And Anaheim 1-11. Wow, both teams got a 0. They're going to extras. Oakland, both teams rolled a all 4 ones. Oakland rolled a 1, mine plus 0. Anaheim rolled a 1, plus 1 is 2. The Angels will get the win. And now the Rangers have a chance to tie that division up. Speaking of the Rangers, let's do that as well. Seattle at Texas. The Rangers now a half game back of the Athletics. Mariners 11-15, that is 2. Rangers 11-14, and that is 2. Wow, nobody wants to win this division. They're going to extras. They're going to extras. Seattle rolled a 5 plus 0. The Rangers rolled a 4 plus 2 is 6. The Rangers will win it, and they are now tied for that division. Could the Rangers tie the division or actually put them ahead since they have the better board record? The Rangers are 4-1 on the board. Oakland is 2-3. So if they tie, the Rangers will win the division. So yes. Yankees at Baltimore. The Yankees, their magic number to win the East is 3. Yankees 1146. 1146, that is 6. Orioles 611, that's 0, and now the magic number is 2. It's now 2. Red Sox did not play this. The Red Sox did not play this date. Rockies next. Atlanta will do the Rockies and the Diamondbacks next. The Diamondbacks, their magic number is 1 because the Giants did win. The Diamondbacks need to beat the Rockies, and they will be the AL West champions. Do the Diamondbacks clinch the division? Rockies 1132, that is 4. Diamondbacks 2634, that is 8. The Diamondbacks win the National League West. The Diamondbacks clinch that division, and they will be the 3 seed no matter what. They're not catching the Braves or the Astros. The Diamondbacks are the 3 seed. They will play either Atlanta or the Mets in the division series. And right now, we're about to find out if the Braves clinch that division. Atlanta and the Mets. Magic number for the Braves is 1. If the Braves win this game, Atlanta wins the National League East, and they'll play the Diamondbacks. Can the Mets hold on for one more day? Braves 725, that is 3. Mets 863, that is 8. And no, the Braves do not clinch. The Mets stay alive for the division. The Mets are now 5 games back of the Braves. The Braves do not clinch. They do not clinch just yet. And the thing about now, if the Mets and Braves tie, okay, the Braves are 1-5 on the board. The Mets are 2-4 on the board. The Mets have a better board record than the Braves do, believe it or not. So if they tie, the Mets would win that division. But what an excitement here tonight. So yes, all 6 playoff spots in the National League are in. The White Sox did not play tonight, no. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Now we got to choose our game for the final week, for tomorrow night. Let's see what we have here. So we'll take the standings and let's have a look here. Cleveland, Kansas City, no. Detroit, Minnesota, no. Toronto, Tampa Bay, no. Seattle, Texas, don't think so. Rockies, Diamondbacks, no. Reds, Astros, no. Pirates and Brewers, maybe. Marlins, Expos, no. Cubs, Phillies, no. Dodgers, Giants, no. And let's see. For the 29th, Padres and Cardinals had a doubleheader, but neither one of those games are going to matter. And let's see. Boston and the White Sox had a doubleheader tomorrow. There are a doubleheader between the Red Sox and the White Sox tomorrow. Seattle at Texas, Pittsburgh and Milwaukee doubleheader. That's important for the Pirates to still think if they can catch the Mets. The Mets right now with their 91st win, their magic number to clinch the 4 seed at this moment is 4. To clinch the 4 seed. The Mets did play 163 games, but they did have that extra playoff game against the Reds. I'm not going to count that. So the Mets magic number is 4 to clinch the 4 seed right now. The Pirates have a big doubleheader tomorrow night. So what do we do here? Let's see. And Oakland plays Anaheim. The Mets have Greg Maddux against Al Leiter. That's a heck of a pitching matchup. The Pirates have a couple of good matchups. Todd Ritchie against Steve Woodard, but Milwaukee's not in it. Seattle plays Texas, but the Mariners are not in it. Boston and the White Sox. Red Sox still trying to catch the Yankees. The Yankees' magic number is now 2 because Boston didn't play today. So who do we play? Do we play for seeding purposes just for clinching playoff spots? Then Witt says Boston, Chicago, White Sox a good choice. But the Mets and the Braves is could be for the division. The Braves win. They win the division. White Sox still have to win one of those 2 games. Do I play for seeding purposes? No, I do play for seeding purposes. It can make a difference. I think the Braves-Mets game really should be the game to play. If the Braves win, they clinch the division. If the Mets win, they get to within 4 games. And, of course, if the Mets win and the Pirates lose 2 games tomorrow, the Met magic number to clinch the 4 seed is 1. I don't know. Well, tell you what. I'm going to rule out Oakland and Anaheim because Anaheim is not in it. I'm going to rule out Seattle, Texas for now because Seattle's not in it. I'm going to rule out Pittsburgh and Milwaukee because Milwaukee's not in it. So it's a choice between one of the games against Boston and the White Sox or the Atlanta Mets game. Ben Witt says Atlanta, New York. Doug Hunt says Boston, Chicago. You got Greg Maddux against Al Leiter, Braves and Mets, which is a good pitching matchup. Boston, game 1, Kent Mercker against Jim Parquet. Game 2, Pat Rapp against Aaron Mayette. I think the Maddox Leiter game is more important. I think the Braves Mets game is the game to play. I think the Braves Mets game is the game to play. Braves win, they clinch a division. Mets stay alive. If they don't, the Mets stay alive. I think that's got bigger ramifications, and that's what it's going to be. I'm not going to roll the dice on this one. Tomorrow night, for September 29th, it will be the Atlanta Braves taking on the New York Mets. Greg Maddux will be going for the Braves. Al Leiter will be pitching for the Mets. The magic number for the Braves is still 1. Braves win, they win the division. Mets win, they still have a shot. Anything can still happen. Oakland and Texas are now tied for the American League West. Pittsburgh still holding on for hope to only play 1 game in the National League Wild Card Series. Boston hoping they can catch the Yankees. White Sox still need to win 1 more game. The Giants are now in. This final week is not done yet. Tomorrow night, Braves and the Mets. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not. I think this game deserved it. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The San Francisco Giants, down 7-3, come back and beat the Dodgers 11-8. They clinch a postseason berth. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one.